And welcome back to Epic LAN. It's time to get into our CS2 tournament. Epic LAN, of course, for EPIC46, brought to you by Intel, and the CS2 tournament powered by Asus ROG, and brought to you in part by Overclockers, XP Pro Eyewear, and CS Hub, or UK CS Hub.
Very good.
I didn't get that wrong, I promise. I was correct. Right, B-stream action, best of 3 times, start the playoffs, upper brackets as well across both of our streams. Prestige will be taking on Los EMIGRANTOS and all as we get ready for the first round of 8.
Straight into it. I love it. Straight into it. Let's get this started.
Let's do that indeed. There's a lot to consider with Prestige and Los EMIGRANTOS. Prestige especially looking very impressive during their best of ones earlier on this evening. Them in their positions right now. Probably one of our front runner favourites. Los EMIGRANTOS, however, no slouches in terms of their own performances. They've set towards this short access. Mihao overpass. Oscar good for the traders. Mihao his first blood drawn out 4 versus 4 as a result. Still under pressure. Oscar caught back by team damage. The Miz is going to get that pretty easy kill. Example and Dimitri turning back. 3-on-2 scenario. For a whole lot more here. P2K from Frostlev in the back lines, caught in the back of the head by that P250. Falk now 1 versus 3 clutch to maintain. It doesn't look like he's going to do much from here. He'll give it a shot, but he's on the miss.
It's going to be a difficult one for him to get anywhere near it. He's already flubbed a couple and they're all going to swing him at the same time. Just what a well-played round out of Los EMIGRANTOS. They were going into the stack as well. It's not like they've been leading towards A out of Prestige. They went straight to B. All 4 players, standard overpass pistol round on the CT, and they just couldn't win their fight. I think that really just came down to the fight. I love the short aggression early out of Los EMIGRANTOS, but I really don't think it worked out for them in the end.
No, not at all. I mean, look, it was a great forward way to get yourself started and get yourself into the matchup, or at least to try and do so. But look, they were locked out pretty nicely by the T-side line, and the aggressive stance of Prestige has, of course, been used across their group stage action. I don't know what happened there with the rifle being sent down. Yeah, I feel like that was a bit of a mistake. Fortunately, I don't think it will affect things too much. Fetis is uncontested in con. So all's well that will end well, it feels like, for Los EMIGRANTOS.
Quite a dangerous setup here if they do look towards B. And again, very passive on A. But Los EMIGRANTOS haven't seemed to capitalise that much on all of this A space they've got. We can see that Oscar's just slowly taking his way across the map. But look at this aggression. It looks like they're going to face the smoke.
Oh, let's get really nasty with Mihao waiting beyond that smoke. It will clear. We get one to find. Good trade from Few.
And look at this acceleration.
Indeed, yes. Quickly out towards long off the back of that particular challenge. Of course, Prestige not getting too much out of that. If they start to aggress on short, this is where Dimitri could chime in. How much is he going to gain for it, though? There's a lot of information they gain from Few's part of things, and they could just stack up the A-bomb site with it. Los EMIGRANTOS to slow down the round. 45 seconds to go.
And is this going to be another smoke face again? Is this Prestige's pistol? They find smokes and slowly creep through them. But it seems like Los EMIGRANTOS are well ready for this sort of a play. Oscar's so aware, takes that one down. It's just smoke on his own, and he's not going to get anything done. Frostlev behind the site. How are we feeling?
Oh, he's feeling good. Oscar's gone down. Oh, okay. Danish dynamics!
Oh my
That's
God!
a triple! He's just bailed out his team, but he's left in a 1v1.
It's 10 seconds, he can't plant.
Oh, you're right. AHP and all. All he's got to do is stay alive. Dimitri, he's got to rush towards the bomb. Get that bomb plant in an instant. He ain't got it. Oh my God, I can't believe that just happened. A 5-7 has throttled the British squad, and that is a 1-piece scoreline early on. Well, I think that sets
We're
the
in
pace
for a
of the
game. We are in for a game today.
Okay.
Oh my
I mean, look,
goodness.
we looked at the bracket when we started things off and we said, you know what, there are a lot of bangers in the upper bracket proceedings. We were going to do one upper, one lower, but do you know what? We have to cover one of these games.
We have to. I mean, all of these could be grand finals games. I mean,
100%.
Absolutely insanity on the A side out of Frostlev. It's just showing how good that 5-7 is. And look at the economic tatter Los EMIGRANTOS are left in.
Yeah, what more do you do from here? Oh, man. The Eagles, that 10, of course, will come out, and Frostlev is done through the wall bang and everything. Mihao caught back. Excellent work. It means they're going to follow it up as well. 2 players remaining with Fetis also caught off. They are being decimated in this early matchup, and that is not a good sign for Los EMIGRANTOS. At least they got time to recover the situation, but even so, you saw how explosive they were trying to take their stances and Prestige in their CT aggression. It felt like they were going to get caught off guard themselves, but that hasn't quite happened for them. Los EMIGRANTOS instead are the ones that are suffering at this stage.
Yeah, not looking great. But again, it's a marathon, not a sprint. I saw a universe. I saw a universe. We have 2 crazy rounds back to back. Rotates coming up. Can Oscar get a plant out here? It's really all he's looking for. 50 seconds on the clock.
It might be the best he can really get as well. I mean, he's got rifles at his feet, but the SMG is closing in the back. He's going to catch him off. Removing from play, Prestige will continue upon their early stance. And maybe the bomb plant, if he was prioritised there from Oscar, it wouldn't have been very likely because there were CTs extremely close. So as soon as that information was commed over, imagine that the SMG would have rushed him down, or the player from a dumpster would have come in and tried to deny it. But the fact that he didn't get the bomb plant, irrespective of the circumstances, it does mean that there's little cash available for Los EMIGRANTOS. Can't continue force buying, of course, so eco for this one. Upgrade pistol for Oscar is in play, as it is, for example. But look into the rifles in the next one where they can try and contest. It means that Prestige will be off on quite a front foot. To give us a bit of time to let the situation simmer, because Los EMIGRANTOS and Prestige are 2 of our top 10 seeds, basically. They are teams that were expected to make it to the playoffs. Prestige, we were saying on the mainstream, looked so good, they looked so proficient at what they were doing that they probably looked to try and make a run at the title. And also, as I was also saying on the mainstream, I talked to the lads from Prestige, and they were very keen about, we want to get invites to like top-end Tier 2 online tournaments like the CCTs, for instance. So at that point, you're setting expectation for yourselves to win here at EPIC.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's such a difficult game for Los EMIGRANTOS, but they're making a good showing with the pistols here. 3v3 with a recovered M4.
Froslav is waiting for more to come his way. He's done well with the A-side defensive and tagged down example of 6 points health. Shouldn't really be doing much more with it here.
Very aggressive,
Froslav. Yeah, indeed he is. The press forward from Prestige has certainly earned. Oscar's been spotted. No idea that he's sussed out. And Mihao is in a 1 versus 3, M4 in hand, and all Froslav to shut him down. Excellent stuff from Prestige. Can't be too shocked. A couple of kills come out. That one from Los EMIGRANTOS is all well and good, considering it was in the eco round. Doesn't make a massive difference to the overarching game. They will have their buys in play for what will be the first rifle round of our playoff match.
Yeah, this is the slip round. If you start letting these rounds slip out of Los EMIGRANTOS, this is where it all just goes a bit downhill, and Prestige, they just end up running away with it. So let's see what they can make happen. Folk has got an AWP out. Not seen him on it just yet. It's an aggressive play.
Not a lot of access towards mid and CT side, although they will look to try to position a player back there as Tornex. HE's at the ready. He's doing well to fend off Los EMIGRANTOS just by showing his hand, just showing his position. Fighting onto that connector player as well as the AWP of Folk. HE's down. Oscar not seen, pixels away from his head, peeking above the birthday party wall. Example will strike first instead. Tornex down in mid. Prestige backing up passive. They will take the short access, so they will have some access towards water and information that Los EMIGRANTOS are not there. So with that, they start repositioning and start putting more emphasis over on the A side.
Yeah, they just got able to bail out their AWP there from a really bad position in con. And you got to think, if Los EMIGRANTOS had that short control, kept that AWP completely isolated in con, this would be a much different situation. But still, 5 versus 4. It looks like they're leaning towards A. Boost up.
Nice check on there. Seeing the jump face, that's information gain. We'll be aware of the fact that he's boosting individual, and Folk's going to counter boost with the perfect shot. 3 players now on the A defense, so this is where Prestige have kind of picked the right gamble stack. Los EMIGRANTOS still have potential to rotate back into B though. The bomb's out in mid. It's not got a lot of presence on short, and maybe there's an opportunity for, as Mihao starts moving forward, to check that position. The Famar starts backing away, so we're playing retake on B. 15 seconds, the bomb's starting to move up, so now it hasn't been hit. Froslav, another kill. Oscar marked again here on long, another headshot. Immediately steals it away, doubles up, and all going so well for Prestige. Bomb dropped, Mihao has to save his weapon. And oh boy, I have to say that from a qualitative perspective, Prestige looked like a very lights out unit. And We saw that in the group stage as well. I was kind of hoping that was more of a group stage thing. I thought Los EMIGRANTOS would be a team that would try and give them quite a run for their money. In this early matchup, though, it has been anything but.
Listen, it's CT side overpass.
That's true.
Then again, they did win T-side pistol, Los EMIGRANTOS, and they're sort of just slipping now.
Yeah.
I'm hoping this isn't setting the pace for the rest of the game. I'm hoping that it's just going to be a slight blip in their T-sides. They managed to get maybe 4 or 5 rounds. Maybe I'm pushing it here, but I think they're just going to take it round by round now. They know that they can beat Prestige, despite them being such a brilliant team from Denmark.
We've got 3 players again back towards the B site for Prestige. 3 as well outside of Monster Los EMIGRANTOS. Good smoke there, although it looks like they're going to push forward. The backbone, it's a little bit late. Few can get that easy kill, Dimitri. A bit of bad coordination there, bad timing from Fetis and his teammate. That needs to be worked out because Prestige are a structured Danish team and you can't afford to make mistakes like that. They will be punished. It is again a Hero AK round, so I guess it's a little bit forgivable because you're not expecting them to win this round, but that's a tactical little point that you probably want to pay attention to as this matchup goes on, because we have seen a little bit of those tactical mistakes, those cohesion issues affect teams throughout the group stage, and that might come back to bite Los EMIGRANTOS here. That little difference can make all the difference for Prestige. AK in the hands of Mihao, now leaning his way in towards that B bomb site. Smokes them across, flashbang sent, will catch all 3 players blinded there, so Prestige doing well to suppress. Oscar going down towards the short access. Now it's all down to these monster players. Bomb tap once, won't be seen. Means he's going to catch Fetis anyway. Mihao turns that AK into a casualty against Froslev, and the second player still undetected until he finds that Deegan and reveals his position. Measy in the back, P250 catching 1. Folk there to trade back the refrag of example. Prestige continuing their streak, 5 in a row now.
Yeah, a very messy round there out of Los EMIGRANTOS, but I mean, what can you really do with such limited weaponry? Just going for that sort of B play, but it didn't really seem like they managed to dig their teeth into that B site, get anything really rolling, not even a plant. I know Fetis went for it, jumped back, because they knew that they had that barrels player ready to receive him. And yeah, but 5 AKs, I'm feeling a lot more confident about this round. I think Los EMIGRANTOS, they're going to come into it with a new plan. You know, take the space. The overpass is just about taking that space. But a bit of early damage makes a slight mistake, and it's slight mistakes compounding that's going to cause problems for this Los EMIGRANTOS side.
Oscar, what a kill that is. Blind as a bat, but still, Tornex is dead. Frostlev's going to be tentative about pushing on here because now he's got no further backup. If they could work together with both the mid and long access, then perhaps that could have turned into a kill to maybe some map control over Los EMIGRANTOS, but with that Jack going against the CT side, now even Folks being pressured, blind fire from beyond the smoke, catching him with damage, not quite the kill yet. But the key word there being, 40 HP. I would imagine that there would be a kill coming his way against him later on down the road. That said, though, Los EMIGRANTOS have emigrated over to that B site. 2 defenders there.
It had to happen once. It had to happen once.
I was saving the pun for a good time.
Yeah. It took 6 rounds.
A few missing his chance to get the kill in there. Had a direct line towards one player's head, but didn't quite find the accuracy. HE sent deep, and he's aiming to move forward. But his presence alone has started the rotation for Los EMIGRANTOS.
Yep, they know 50 seconds blocked off by a smoke with limited utility themselves to get onto this B site. They're going to have to pivot towards A, and I'm looking at the minimap. It is looking like a good pivot. It's just Froslev, but we've spoken about him before on this A-hold. If anyone could, solo Froslev on his own.
To the line-up, doesn't get either of them,
I tried to line up the clip. I tried my best.
I mean, look, you had a good read on it, to be fair, because we've seen now that 5-7 just decimated Los EMIGRANTOS from Froslev in the previous round, in the second round rather. And not this time, unfortunately. That M4 not quite as well positioned. The C's not quite as separated as they were during that conversion. And Prestige know that there's no real sense in throwing away these weapons, particularly the AK and the AWP. They might go for hunts, they might go for exits, and they will catch example for one of them. So that's a good kill for Folk. But second for Los EMIGRANTOS should be on their board. They should be looking good. Starting to return some of this deficit that Prestige have posted. Maybe see a few can get another exit back towards long. Their attention is drawn towards T-Con, so I don't think they should hunt him down. The NWP combination, and it is good to get one more kill out of it. So slight expense applied towards Los EMIGRANTOS. As they put their second up, it's no easy feat, but Prestige have made it a concession regardless.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the economy on Prestige. just the amount of money they get just by saving those 3 rifles, it's absolutely insane. It seems like quite an unbreakable economy for the time being. Of course, Frostlev only on $100 after that. But, I mean, you've got to look at 8,000, 7,500 compared to the sort of economy on Los Emigrantos' side. Economic, there we go. It was one of the two. But we only use difficult words on broadcast. It's B-Stream, it's B-Stream, who cares?
We were told we're supposed to chill, but there's no chill here.
There's no chill here, this is a big game. Prestige Los Emigrantos, I'm expecting quadruple overtime.
Oh God, please, don't curse us, mate, please, I'm begging you.
Yeah.
We're far away off from any overtimes in the early portion of the matchup. The second quarter still has Prestige in the lead, but not quite holding the definitive advantage of it. Round 8. Seeing the AKs, this is the M4s standing. Few again taking early damage on the Prestige side. Los Emigrantos have done well in those early fights towards shore. I think they've tried to get a bit of a boost in the sandbags over on that portion of the map. Not like it makes a massive difference though. No one's envisioned for the Prestige side, so they start to dismantle it. Los Emigrantos, perfect timing, starting to make their way towards the outside of Monster, including that bomb on the back of Mihao. Example's also been tagged to 10 points of health, so overall it is a slight advantage for Prestige here. Oh, that nade. Oh, that's good. That's chunky. There's a lot of damage done. Make their way out in towards the B play. Good counter flashes, smokes to try and block off the player over at Toxic. Few still looking for his opportunity. 1-to-1 trades with Frostlev going down. Measy's going to get caught. Few is being sussed out. Good flashbang catching that player blinded, but Oscar still ends up with the kill. Tornex caught out by example, and Falks is in a 1 versus 4. So it's a much better execution from Los Emigrantos, and lightning fast how that all went down.
Yeah, and that's that sort of scrappy take again, but this time with the better weaponry, they managed to come out on top. I was getting concerned. You see that barrel smoke come out, and you think that they can just get Mizzy just nestled in that B side, preventing any sort of a plant, but they managed to deal with him, dig him out of that position, and you see what it's done for them. 4 versus 1. With all hope, they'll all live. The economy starts to develop. Maybe we've got a bit of a half on our hands. Maybe we've got quite a bit of a game.
Yeah, I mean, it's entirely possible. I mean, things are not over until we hit the 13.
Yeah.
In the best case scenario, of course. Prestige, early stances have looked good. Los Emigrantos have lacked the competitiveness in their early 6 rounds or so, but now that we start to look towards the second quarter, things are looking a lot more positive for them. The executions have been on point, the accuracy's there, the pressure of utility seems like it's bang on point. Prestige will take a first tactical as a result of that, because they have faced some true resistance from the opposition now, and they're going to have to deal with it sooner rather than later, because the buy state's not going to last forever. They can buy now, they can drop for Frostlev, after that, a bit more questionable.
Yeah, this is where we see the economy starting to wobble a little bit for CTs, but if they can keep this under wraps, they keep their heads cool, they'll be against another buy round next round no matter what. But after that, that's when you can really see the T start to tumble, which is really what Prestige is looking to capitalise on. And clearly, thinking about exactly how to win this round with that timeout. Maybe you would have thought they'd come in with a new sort of play. They've been giving up toilets quite easily. I wonder whether they'll do something more aggressive on A.
Well, there are areas to tighten up on, most certainly. Nice HE placement still there, although the Incendiary's blocked out the initial access, so not really much damage was done.
Spotted.
Yeah, Falk is known about, dips in, he's got no support around him, he's a dead man walking, he needs to get at least 1 kill out of this when the flashbangs come in. Los Emigrantos smelling blood in the water right there. Falk needs to capitalise upon that first chance, otherwise he was a dead man, and that proven itself to be the case. Tornex next up, can get example, 1 more player, beating himself around the corner, that's 2 1v1 fights, and as Oscar gets the trade, it maintains it 3-on-3, CTs on rotate, will start to hunker down the A-bomb side defence.
And here he is again. Ready to hold it down. Clearly they trust him quite a bit. They're leaving, or few actually appears to be coming up. Happy leaving Mizzy on his own. I mean, you would be happy to leave Mizzy on his own. 12 for 4 right now with a 3 KD. He's been an absolute rock on this B site. It looks like it's going to be for the 3 long at Los Emigrantos.
Yeah, set towards the A play, so Frostlev will be joined by Few. Frostlev, not quite as impressive numbers as Mizzy, but still been a rock on the A defensive.
Well, ever since that 5-7 round.
Well, look, he still held some of his own when it comes down to those other rounds. Of course, it still needs to be a big round from him and potentially few as well. Oscar being the first man in as the execution set. Froslev lines up quite a lot of damage. Few actually credited with both those kills. Oscar now seeing top of dice, seeing the headshot angle, second CT on rotate. Glock comes out, he gets one of them and down there, gets the second. That got way too close for comfort, but it goes the way of Prestige regardless. 6 minimums taken on the CT board, but once again, it's Mizzy stepping up. I mean, you said earlier he was an impact player back on the B site. Now he's an impact player on the A bomb.
Well,
site.
you just give him every site. He'll be ready for it. But oh,
just solo,
God.
1v9.
I got a bit nervous, I'll be honest. I saw that Glock come out of Oscar. Oh, this is going to be an interesting game. I think there's going to be a lot of swings in this game.
I mean, look, we're just seeing it right there from Prestige. A big round to clutch. A one that still takes a lot of damage, but dishes out a lot of damage all the same to Los EMIGRANTOS. You can see both economies are lopsided at best.
Ooh, he's going for it again.
Solo hold.
Not too happy with his performance last time he was here.
Yeah, again, it's one of those one and done positions. You really need to get the first shot in. As soon as you take contact, you have to pull the trigger. You're going to extend out and see nobody out here. So this might be misdirection. They've already made their way in towards mid, and Fett is going to walk through that smoke. Or this is all timing. I think
He spotted him. He's seen the barrel.
100%. He knows. And still going to get the kill. An example. Is he ready for Fetis to be so close? The attention drawn towards T-Con. Will he look to the left-hand side? Yes, he will! No, he missed that! That looked like it was on to me. I don't know if it was inaccuracy that threw the bullet off.
I think there's the tiniest amount of scope there.
Oh, man. That's tragic. At least Mizi's going to stride back with the push forward in towards Monster, catching a player over a short pipe. But Dimitri's not detected yet. But that engagement has given them the man advantage back over to Prestige.
He's heard these rotates, though. He knows they're playing back towards APC.
Seen. Both players saw each other. That will draw Mizi back into the fight. Low HP, so got to be careful how he takes these engages, the incendiaries. Will drive that one T-sided player back, and now they'll just pay attention on just holding down the bomb site above all else. The two main players, including the bomb, can still work their way up mid towards the A play.
Dimitri isn't done, though. He's not done. He wanted those kills.
He's going to continue.
And he looks like he's going to try and sell a B site.
Any noise he makes here is going to convince them it's a B play. The rotations may already begin from the CT players. This might be a free and open bomb site. Yep, they've left entirely. So this will be a free bomb plant. At least this few gets clawed down. 3v2 damage done towards Dimitri. He should go falling soon, but the real plant's coming down. It's all a distraction, and he's still getting a 3K out of it. Tornex to fall, and Froslev alone, aware of his player's presence, aware of his danger, but also should be aware soon enough that the round is already over. The perfect lurk, the perfect bait from this one man, and a quadra and all. Los EMIGRANTOS playing from the back foot, yes, but still playing a stellar kind of game. And Prestige, oh, they're doing everything they can to hold on, but I have a feeling that they might not be able to hold on for the rest of this. Well, I mean, I could see a world in which we go 6-6 at the turn of the half.
I've got to ask what they were doing on B there, though. They're just letting Dimitri walk all the way out of Monster, all the way onto the site, and picking, I think it was Mizzy and ABC on low HP. The water player, what is he doing? What is he doing? He's hiding behind water. He's waiting for some sort of post plant, letting Mizzy just not coming that, letting him die. And is this not the most Danish thing you've ever seen? Astralis Constack.
Appropriate that they're Danish. Probably learned that from Astralis in
yeah.
scrims or whatever. I mean, look, you're not expecting much out of this round. If you steal one back, then great, but you haven't even got the 5-7s in play this time. They will combine those USPs to get example down. Example with 2 players with him. Oscar struggling a little bit, big damage done.
Any stat hunters? Yep. Any stat hunters here?
He's good. It's all great. He's got a triple kill, example with 2. Only 1 rifle dropped. Not like it matters. Last round of the half, a buy to both sides. Both times the team's going to be investing as much as is possible. Can they equalise though? If they do, there'd be a hell of a half recovery, because it was 5-1 at one point, remember? I think you'd be very disappointed if you are the CT side to have that advantage and not do more with it, really. Yeah,
no, I completely agree. It's just 6-6 on overpass, T side. And besides, when you've got such talent on Los EMIGRANTOS, especially with those anchor positions, I think we've really got a game on our hands. I really think that I'm not going to get ahead of myself, okay? But this is aggressive again. He's been doing this so often, just abusing these angles and timings, but letting his teammates die. Oh, Tornex not having a great game at the moment. And look how isolated he is.
Angle. This is going to be difficult regardless. He has gained the map control, so they can stack up B, knowing that the AWP is protecting the A side just by his forward base. The kill from Few can shut down one and Mihao. The bomb's still been left back there towards spawn, so there's no threat of the bomb plant just yet. These are all prods. Although the walkouts might convert into a proper execution. The AWP will not required. The AK is looking forward inside of this smoke. Flashes are sent. The man is low. Another flashbang forward. Doesn't check this angle. He's just blinded. The CTs don't realise Measy just shut it down. And now the smoke will start to clear here at Toxic. Fear, Few, got to get one of these kills back. Knows where two of the players are. The last two that will remain. Fetis goes taking one. Example will fall in turn. Fetis now versus two more. The Orca closes in the pincers, and Prestige can just about edge out the half. 7-5 at the turn. Again, I feel like you'd be disappointed overall when you consider that you had the 5-1 lead, but it's still a CT advantage at the end of the half. It's
a very good advantage there. And you've got to think that that aggressive play out of Fort, it was just too much. I really think that they had a game plan going into that round, Los EMIGRANTOS. It's just, we're going to end on B. But then this aggressive play comes out of the AWP. He's isolated, he's on his own. You should really be going up there. You have more than enough time. You should really be coming up con ledge. Take him out, because otherwise, exactly what we've just seen, 3 players can just stack the site, and it's just a bit of a mincemeat grinder. They did make it close, Los EMIGRANTOS last round, but not quite close enough.
2 to the good on Prestige. They transition over to their T side basis. Opportunity to take this map away from the Los EMIGRANTOS side, who picked into this overpass in our best of 3.
Yep,
so,
Dimitri's heard all of this. He knows exactly what the play is going to be, and it is fast out of Prestige.
Breaking out into the A-bomb site, they'll go. Pistols at the ready. Oscar, good kill on the first man. Flashbang keeping him blind. Few trades both those players. Those further defenders will fall. The bomb plant should be secure. Damage is being done towards Few from the backstabbing CT players. So that bomb having to reposition as a result. Example, just about gets towards the rider. Does pull distraction away. Frostave going to get that kill together. And Dimitri strikes on 1 and 2. Look for the third. Few, you have to sandwich this player in with a player that's on the bomb site. Prestige. Oh! Headshots are perfect! God. 1 more to go. Surely he gets it. Surely he gets the full-blown quadra, because Few is so low.
Oh my goodness, with a headshot as well.
Dimitri, that is beautiful pistol work. One that gets Los EMIGRANTOS well and truly into this half. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful work.
Oh my goodness. It's not often you see as much impact as 2 quad kills in, what was that, 13 rounds on the pistol as well. You could see that developing though. He makes his way into front towards a very aggressive player. They're trying to dig out his teammate. Slowly just slots himself in there, and my goodness. I really thought he'd go down after 2. I really thought Prestige managed to trade him out. But that turnaround, having that side player on dice, I thought Prestige have got it. They've got that player on dice. They're ready to shoot him in the back. There's no way. The 180 flick onto him. Oh, goodness. And that has put Prestige in an absolutely shambolic way monetarily.
Yeah, pistol losses and all, and well, what more can you do but once again go for another Danish 5 stack in one position outside a monster kind of play. I mean, you are hoping you don't run into SMGs above all else here at this stage. I mean, you are ecoing into the gun buy in the next round. With 2 SMGs outside this monster position, though, this should end up being a bit of a grinder and a hell of a payday for Mihao and Fetis. $3,000. Quick cast of maths.
You would have thought they'd try to get towards those M4s, but yeah.
Well,
still,
look, I mean, you don't know where they're placed.
Well, that's
and
exactly
you're going to hope that you can stack your way in towards monster and get a bomb plant. But I mean, like, that's a perfect counter. It bolstered the economy state of the CT side. No need to invest anything into this follow-up as well, so you can keep this as a bonus weapon round and play the downgrade weapons in the hopes that if you get anything more out of it, then it's just extra value on top of what you've already gained with them. Prestige will have their rifles and the better buy. Need to convert upon this, because another loss will lead to not just losing the lead, but probably losing a lot more than the scoreline advantage. Example, we're going to make an example of these 2 top-end mid players. Dimitri in a connector, turned away from Frostev at the wrong moment, so that's a start.
Oh, example, absolutely put down by Tornex, completely ready for that sort of aggression, and that's left Oscar on his own on A. Bear in mind, Fetis has rotated up. They are anticipating this A hit, but I think just by sheer numbers, having a 5-on-2 here, Prestige should absolutely roll all over this. But we've seen less than favourable A-holes before. Clearly this is the point of contention, and they've not cleared front toilets. Just let 2 players by.
Got the first, and not the second though, and brings back in towards that bomb carrier. Does go down in the end with it. It was a nice idea from Oscar. Maybe his teammates on the bomb site should have played a bit more passively, held on for a little bit longer. That way he wouldn't be the only major concern. But yeah, the kills came in a little bit too quickly for Prestige. The players fell a little bit too easily. And the end result, of course, is what you see now, a 1v4 for Mihao. We're having an M4, and it would be best for him to hold that M4 into the next round, protect as much of the money state as possible. You have a buy with the saved weapon, or saved money, I should say, from the previous investments. So he can drop, Fetis can buy, Example should be able to buy, Dimitri should be really okay.
Yeah, I think they've got a form of a buy next round. I'm not sure what the loss is. I think they've lost, yeah, they've lost 2 in a row. So I think they'll definitely have a buy. But whether it's the full amount of utility they want, getting that AWP out as well is very important on overpass. But I think the save con definitely helps.
Justifiable at this stage. I think I'm a bit too much of an investment. I guess Mihao could still drop it. We'll have to see what he decides upon. The M4 will get passed off to Oscar. He will drop the AWP. Okay, in the hands of Dimitri. The Pistol King.
A bit of a game at the moment he's been having. He really wants to send these Danes home, as it were, but
well, not send them home explicitly because
not
it's
yet.
upper bracket,
Not yet. But he wants to be the first nail.
Book their tickets.
Yeah.
Oh, quick up. Fetis is going to strike first down to I believe there's a monster push. No, it's Con and underpass. So start against Prestige. AWP shot lands. No flash support from that angle. It went down with the smoke towards the mid and the bathrooms. Tornex did have a flash on his pouch, but opting for something completely different. And now it's a 5-on-3 for Los EMIGRANTOS. Prestige very spread out as well. This AWP looking to pick up another individual flashbang way too early. Tornex just peeks right into the man. Dimitri ends with a double, and this round should go the way of Los EMIGRANTOS. Will be even at the game.
Yeah, I don't think that Tornex was expecting that aggressive of a play out of Dimitri. And as we've seen, a very aggressive player, just showing exactly what that ult can do. And yeah, as you say, not much here for Prestige. And I mean, is this going to be another quad? Is third quad of the game?
It's possible. Entirely possible.
I think he's looking for it. He's telling his team to back off. This one's mine. They're letting him go for
sacrificing himself to get the quadra kill.
Yeah. He's a team player, Oscar. He's a team player. And he's happy with that one.
Yeah, letting him get to the same frag numbers as Oscar as well. So both players. I mean, Oscar certainly was the first half demon. Now Dimitri's coming to his own here in this one. Second tactical called in by Prestige because the pressure being applied to Los EMIGRANTOS is quite staunch and significant enough to where Prestige do have to start worrying quite a lot about their current state of affairs. Because, look, you've had your best days on the CT side. And that didn't produce as many rounds as maybe you would have hoped it to. And now only one gained in this half. You need to establish the lead again soon, but probably not in this round. The money is lopsided. Froslev can't afford to buy. Most other people can, though, so might be half invests with the AKs and pistols. Yeah, few with one rifle. Deagle, Tech 9. 2 Tech 9s at that.
And a couple flashes. Never forget about those couple flashes.
Yeah,
okay, you never know. You never know where they might end up. Maybe in Dimitri's aggressive face.
Well, first there has to play supportive here. He's got no Kevlar, he's only got a Glock. It was a bit disappointing considering his upgrade pistol potential. We saw that on the CT side in that second round. But you're right, actually. Since that point, it hasn't always been as stellar from the man. Or in from Dimitri, finding Folk first up. The boost for Few, seeing nothing in from mid. Access to be granted by Oscar. You'll see Froslev soon enough. Engage, goes out towards mid, takes down the AK, takes down the one carrier. Froslev was least good for one trade back at the jumping block. But it's come at such a great expense. It's a 3-for-1 trade. 4 players down with Examples killed back towards mid. And not the best Eagle play from Tornex either, leaving Dimitri with another pick to his name. Ooh. And an advantage for Los EMIGRANTOS for the first time since the pistol of the first half. Now, Prestige have a buyback. This is where they're going to have to contest said lead. And at this late stage in the game, this might be their only chance to win overpass.
Yeah, I mean, we saw how aggressive both these Orcs have been playing, and now Folks on one now. I'm really interested to see where he positions it. Maybe he goes for something aggressive towards Fountain, tries to find a misplaced Dimitri, perhaps, but bit of a missed smoke there, and it's very aggressive. They're pressuring this AWPer. He's trying to get away. He makes it around the corner, and they're forced to back off. Molly there, stopping them from aggressing any further, and Dimitri, by the skin of his teeth, escapes a very scary looking A push.
Oh, what a shot for Oscar. Adjustment with the M4. Absolutely perfect. Tornex down. Oscar responding in a double as well. Measy caught back towards Connector. And the element of excellence from Prestige that we saw in their CPL being emulated and exceeded upon by Los EMIGRANTOS in their defensive half. Because Prestige are really struggling to maintain control of the situation. ProSlev's low HP. Fuse going to get boosted up here, trying to see if we can look that towards Toxic, but nobody's there to receive it. Los EMIGRANTOS playing perfectly against what Prestige are doing. Fetis on ramp, Meow behind him, Orp leaning forward, but no one to receive on the center of the bomb site.
Yeah, Los EMIGRANTOS will give them absolutely nothing coming into this entry, playing very tucked towards Monster. Not ready for the short player though. Example going down, but surely they're not ready for 2 Monster players here.
Shot from Fetis, Few goes down next. Frost task picked up on the second kill. Double up, triple secured, easy pickings. Round the corner they go, one by one they face, and one by one they shall fall. And we can hear Los EMIGRANTOS from the other side of the hall, by the way. They are getting truly into this matchup, understanding where they are in this current present point, and they can take down Prestige. That would be quite a scalp that no one else so far has been able to take. I think they went completely undefeated in their group stage, if I'm correct in assuming, or correct in thinking, remembering rather. I'll just double check that.
Yeah, I believe you are. 7-0.
They were one of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams that went undefeated. Los EMIGRANTOS not part of that 6. They took a loss at the very end of their group stage run. So, look, this could be a very important map for them. They're picking the series, yes, but regardless, an important one nonetheless.
Very interesting. Very interesting. And you were saying about maybe that it was a bit of a group stage run for Prestige. Maybe they won't carry on that steam coming into the bracket. Is that sort of what you're seeing at the moment? Maybe not as much steam as they had earlier in the day.
Quick into the mid for several players of Prestige, and once again Dimitri set with the AWP. Kill found from Froslev. Being challenged, the flashbang so well placed by the CT players though. He's down to 4 points of health, so he can't really afford too much more pressure against him. But still, Tornex picked up with that shot. Third player up the corner. Dimitri gets out of the way. The Glock doesn't hit the shot, and he jumps right into him. Oh, Prestige can't catch a break like at all. It is only pistols, but the frustration must be starting to build because that guy was so low HP. You can't even punish that.
Oh
Bob's
my
goodness.
goodness.
Bob's got his fingers in his temples right
Oh
now.
my
Like,
goodness. Oh my goodness. Dimitri has scuttled down Con, made it to the back of Con. T's closing in him and he doesn't care. The turnaround on 13 HP to the guy chasing him from A ramp. I'm absolutely bewildered that Prestige is letting them get away with these things. I think that's really what's selling them at the moment. Letting them go 22 in A. Oscar, such a solid player on the rifle, but still with those 14 deaths, Dimitri's just been there and he's not died.
I mean, look, Los EMIGRANTOS have got 2 key pillars on their team, and that's Oscar and Dimitri. Quite clearly, they shut down Dimitri, so that might take one of those support beams out. Folk with the kill that might finally end his reign of terror. Los EMIGRANTOS quickly have to rotate 2 players back towards that A-bomb site. They were pretty heavily stacked over towards B. One man out the monster entrance, hoping that when the smoke clears, he can reveal one T-side contact, get a kill together. Whether that actually happens is another question entirely. There's still a lot of time left on this smoke. The second player right behind him, watching short. Prestige working their way towards the monster access. Smoke to clear, Mihal backs off.
Didn't want to risk it. He knows this B site's already quite light, and the re-smoke coming in, he should be able to find a couple of. They're contacting through it.
Oh, what a move from Few. Changes the complexion of the round now, but Prestige means he's already on bomb site. Fetis has got no presence around it. And now those A defenders, suddenly the retakers. 2v5 though. Bomb can go down. Nades will land on Frostlip to keep him low HP, but yeah, looking at a night for Prestige who will fend off the map point for Los EMIGRANTOS. That's a pretty significant one for them and all. Yeah, excellent stuff just to start off by neutralizing the AWP, and then the jump face from Few was just the cherry on top, wasn't it?
No flash required, through the smoke, completely caught unaware. And yeah, poor Fetis.
Poor Fetis indeed.
I think he really had to commit to that. He had that positioned up in front of the monster smoke. It looked like maybe he was just holding the smoke, or was he trying to go for a play behind it? He does back off last second, and yeah, just an absolutely insane peak. And that's closed that round. We're down to 11-9. Prestige starting to show us what they have on T-side.
Two more to make up.
But looking back at last rounds, that did start with Dimitri going down right at the start of the round.
Well, I mean, look, maybe that just really emphasises the kind of importance that he's had. And same thing for Oscar as well. I mean, if either of those two players end up dropping, then a lot of that fragging potential has been taken away, because even though they might be on 22 and 21 kills, the rest of the players not quite up to those numbers. At least the confidence is still there for them. Flashbang's catching, Dimitri blinded, Oscar still holding him for the fight. Does take down Fog. Orb shot misses one this time. Frostlev can punish that, but Oscar's there for the responsive 2K. Looking for the triple. Burst fire is pretty decent, but not quite as good as he wants it to be. Tornex needs to focus on two players now. Example comes in with support of Oscar, and now it's a 4 versus 2 Prestige. They have to work towards this B bomb site and few. Can clear out the one defender that's centralized. Rotations will be coming in. One player at Heaven now to worry about. Look up. Check position, doesn't check it all the way, but fuse adjustment gets Fetis, and now we're down to a 2 versus 2. Round is on.
I don't know how that's turned around. Was that 4 versus 2? And an absolute few just going straight through Monster, taking down the 2 B players like that, like it was absolutely nothing. And that's left Los EMIGRANTOS scrambling for a retake here. They know they can't let this one slip.
Means they have to start playing double duty, because the player at Monster's coming in. It's the one area they don't have lots on this reverse crossfire. They move together in towards Graffiti, take down Oscar, spot the man, no they didn't. Few to adjust. Measy, man coming, footsteps heard, bomb tapped, Measy challenging, forcing him off for the time being, and now Few challenged. Example with one pick back, bomb's exposed, tap, burst, he's not on it still. Example now has to hold it all the way through. Measy moves, sprays awkward. Okay. I thought he bottled it. I thought he bottled it big time, but no. He keeps it for Prestige, goes up with the bomb, but now he hits 20 frags. He's the impact man right now for the Prestige side. 11-10, it's game on Overpass.
I was nervous. I'll be honest, I was nervous.
You should have been.
It was just completely set. I honestly thought he was going to just call his bluff and not even peek. But even after peeking slightly on the edge, but Prestige taking another T round, and these are starting to accumulate. And after this round, the economy on the CT side is not looking great. And look at Dimitri. He's playing very passive, but a very good position.
Oh, man, that's a concerning sign. It's not that, I mean, the last round he missed a couple of big orb shots, and the pressure was against him. This time around, you're just missing a, not a sitter per se, but it's open angle, first reactions. The accuracy just wasn't there. You overcooked those flicks, and I mean, that should have been an opening advantage in my eyes. Like, that should have been Los EMIGRANTOS having a 5-on-4 there, but losing a quarter of his HP instead, forced off the angle, long control established by Prestige. They're now just working out the mid-access, where Oscar is there to try and support the AWP. So again, those 2 key players to worry about for the Prestige side, but maybe not forever. They're not looking to fully commit towards the A-bomb site. Their hearts aren't fully in it. The bomb going to rotate back. Rest on Mihao and Fetis to the B-bomb site here if they continue to rotate.
Yeah, Fetis looking like he wants to take a bit of control here. Does think less of it. And Prestige, you've got to think they know how stacked this A site's going to be. They've seen this AWP, and Dimitri takes down Tornex lurking. Not a great game out of Tornex at the moment.
More pressures on the beast defenders now, because here they come from Prestige. No utility to block them either. Seriously lacking in that department for the CT side. No smokes and all. Some down for the T side instead. Fetis gets away with that one decent kill. Fog gets caught. That bomb was dropped there at water. Frostlev now 14 HP for the clutch. He's got a second kill out of 4 total in what is a 1v4. 15 seconds. Incendiary on that plant position. He'll burn to a crisp. And Los EMIGRANTOS have now finally hit their map points.
Yeah, I think after you just sort of leave Tornex just sort of on his own and you let Dimitri get away, that should have probably been a kill because he was quite isolated on top of the boost at the start of the round. Probably should have had Dimitri dead there and sort of had Tornex with the group, but leaving them sort of split and then the execute came in. It was a complete mess, but when it came down to it, it was a 4 versus 2 on the side. The trades were there, and yeah, managing to come out on top, Los EMIGRANTOS, getting to that point.
Simple starts first. Q trying to get back into the execution basis for Prestige. The bombs on the back of one player. All next to goal. Folk also finds example as the B side completely collapses under the pressure of the T-side line. Bet is doing his best to hold on, but too many angles to check. They peek together. The three-man crossfire will lock in the offensive line, lock in the bomb site, and lock in round number 11. Prestige say we are not done yet. But Los EMIGRANTOS might be done in regulation. Look at the money state for the boys. There is nothing in reserve. The loss bonus has been knocked back a peg.
There's one chance.
There is one chance, but...
Dimitri gets out with the Sorp. He plays a stupidly aggressive con peek.
Don't tempt fate, mate. Get out. Get out now, quick. He does think better of going too aggressive in this stance.
Yeah,
he's
Prestige
hoping he can bait the T-side player in. He wants to get that third kill to try and limit the buy state of Prestige because their money also isn't that great themselves. But nothing presenting. Prestige is too smart for that. Yeah, just look at that reserve cash for Los EMIGRANTOS. That buy state isn't amazing. I have a feeling we're on for overtime. You might get your wish.
My wish going into this broadcast was an overtime game, maybe even 4 overtimes. But I just want to see a good game, okay? I just want to see it end exactly how it should end. The better team comes on top. And look at the buy. This is what I'm talking about. I don't even think I need to observe anyone else. It is all going to be Dimitri this round. And they know it. They know that Dimitri has been aggressive on this A slot, and it is just going to be a B rush.
Good flashbacks right there, but Mihal's just blind by it as well. Measy first save, oh, they're getting all the kills. B side overwhelmed, the AWP in Fetis is what remains. The orb shot does connect on one, but Measy with a responsive on Tech 9 takes Fetis down to the side defense, and now it's all left to a retaking orb for an ace in a 1v4. This is impossible.
Yeah, it is impossible, but it is Dimitri. But it's 17 health.
As great as players are, the weapons situation isn't there. I mean, like, even Simple couldn't win a 1v4 in his prime in these kind of circumstances with the T-side retake and all. It's a tough ask.
Simple's never met Dimitri, and he never will. Unfortunately, going to overtime for Los EMIGRANTOS. You would have thought that maybe they had that, you know, 12-9, 12-10, 12. I mean, and here we are. Overtime number 1.
Out of 4.
I can up it if you'd like.
No, please don't.
You want me to keep it at 4?
Keep it at 4.
All right, we'll keep it at 4.
Keep it at 4.
I'm fairly sure there must be multiple overtimes. It's not just, overtime number 1. Because in group stage, of course, they limit it to 15 rounds maximum.
Yeah, in best of 3 series, you need to find a winner in each map. So it's infinite overtimes until someone breaks. So rule sets are 10k, MR3. I think it's 10k at least. I believe it was.
Yeah, it's 10. Oh, it might. I think it's 12-5.
I'll check the rule book later. Or actually, I'll check it maybe in the next bit. So we'll find out later. Regardless, 12 all. Magic number is 15 rather. 16. Oh, it's late. I thought it was CSGO for a little bit.
Yeah.
Tornex leaning in. Oscar, the fight against 2, only get one of them, and barely any damage done towards Measy for that matter. AWP, shoulder baits, trying to force him out to make a mistake, but the wide peak does so instead, and Frostlev takes that chance to take the man down. Flashes forward for Folk now, example getting pressured. M4 caught out behind the truck, swing back, panics a little bit, reveals himself, and Measy holds his composure, as do the rest of Prestige. On the site, on the plant, 4v2. This is 13 for them. They will take the advantage in this overtime. Folk going to make certain of it by finding Fetis from the back, shoulder bait to spot Mihal. They know exactly what's going on.
Yeah, I think Prestige are really starting to get into their rhythm here of playing T-side. I think they sort of understand how Los EMIGRANTOS are approaching the CT sides, and I really think they're countering it perfectly. They're going for the perfect amount of aggression, finding their timing, finding the spots to strike, and then just exploding all over the site. Mihal just looking to get over. Right, AK recovered. This is sort of exactly what you want in overtime. Any one of these AKs could make a difference on the CT side.
They're hunting him though, so they want to make sure he doesn't hold on to this AK at all. Fusing, spray, goes well for Prestige. They take him down. No AK saved in the end for the CT forces, and Prestige will have their advantage. Yeah, I think you are right about the 12.5k. That money line does look pretty nice for Los EMIGRANTOS. They can buy the AWP again, they can buy their rifles again. They should be able to buy the rifles again for the follow-up round as well. So when you get to 10k, the money does become a little bit of a concern in overtime. So yeah, won't be too much of a problem right now for the boys. that is assuming they concede this round. If they take it, then they still have a chance to try and ensure that Prestige do not get to that point themselves. But the Danes are starting to fire themselves up, and in the wake of guys like Dimitri having inaccuracies on his weapon sets, with Oscar being tested a little bit now by the T-side line, and with guys like Mihal still only on 8 frags. Other players might need to step up around them. Few going to continue to apply the pressure, though. His entries over at Monster and one of the very consistent sticking points right now for Prestige. Only 15 kills, but they have been 15 very impactful ones. He started off by taking down Fetis. Will stick over at Jail as his teammates look to hack out towards short. Tornex in particular look towards water. Example score. Mihal pressured. Froslev takes that pressure and crushes him with it. Oscar and Dimitri, the two top fraggers. Massive retake up for grabs. They'll take down Tornex, the star. But now Prestige know to hunker down and hold off to this one position because the AWPA cannot go for a retake.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look at the money as well. They say 12-5 overtime bonus. It's a lot of money, but when you're buying AWPs every round, it's going to start getting costly. And I think Dimitri's really starting to feel that, saving on the A site.
Oscar's just he's hoping that again he can try and take some players out.
He's trying to keep him contained, you know. He's trying to keep him within his
It doesn't really make a difference. I would rather him hold on to the AK and guarantee that for the next round, because the money's not going to be a factor in the last round of overtime, of an overtime half. It just, you know, makes more sense to play it more carefully there. We'll get a few drops. That's a little bonus something, but nothing that makes a massive difference. 14-12 for Prestige. EMIGRANTOS have this one last chance to try and convert into a round on the CT side of overtime. Prestige do get their one tactical in the overtime.
Sure. I mean, are they expecting some sort of a different game plan out of EMIGRANTOS this round? They know they've lost the 2 rounds. They're going to call maybe a set piece to sort of counter whatever they're sort of planning on doing. I assume they're expecting a lot of A aggression this round, or maybe some form of short control or connector for they take. Something aggressive, I think, is what they're expecting. So I imagine they're calling something that's quite structured, quite impeachable, and they're just going to go forward with that. But yeah, as you say, it is strange to see them being up 2 rounds on T side. They know what they're doing is working, calling a timeout. The last thing you want to see is them overcomplicate it.
100%. At the very least, things have been kept simple throughout the course of the entire game, so I doubt that's really a major risk for Prestige. Regardless, though, EMIGRANTOS, what punishments can they dish out? What can Dimitri do with the AWP posted towards mid? Players quickly up to the park side. Jump face for Tornex. That's information game. And I think that Dimitri doesn't even realise it's been compromised here. They might even boost their way on top of the slide. They don't end up doing so. That could have been an opportunity, but not to be. Haven't seen it too much, though, so in the end, just Tornex with a straight jewel instead, catching Dimitri looking the wrong way, and his woes continue to the stellar first part of the second half he had, and now all that talent seems to have disappeared.
Yeah, did he not know that he got spotted? Was he just so
I don't think he did.
I
think the jump phase was out of his periphery.
Yeah,
because
it
he's
must
tunnel
have been.
vision looking
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
so
yeah,
he
yeah.
can't actually see the
Clearly,
outskirts
they
of the
found a
vision.
way to contain him.
Yeah, and that pick, all important, because now mid is pretty opened up. Oscar is solo holding the bathrooms, and the A-bomb site runs right into Few. Plenty of players around him, and with that, they should realise that this round is pretty much theirs. I don't know what, Mihal's expecting there to be some sort of flash play forward from Monster, but now they start to realise that, yeah, it's going to be an A-take. Example, be first responder, but it's still too late to deny the bomb plant, and way too alone, pretty much, to try and do anything sort of retake. He needs to wait for his teammates to get here. Difficult circumstances.
Yeah, an impossible retake. You got to say, they've got all these great post-plant positions, and they know where at least 2 of the CTs are coming from. Still worried about behind, though. They know they could always leave one lurking, but
easy pickings. Yeah. Tried to flash their way forward of the smoke, but in the end didn't come together for them. Tornex and Co had the crossfires locked. Tornex with a triple, which is surprising because he's still only on 9 frags. He's one of 2 players that are on single digits, and you know that's obviously not great for an overtime, but even so, he's not the bottom fragger, so that's positive. And for his team, the fact that they've still got Measy going, Froslev picking up the slats again, you've still got Few getting some impactful entries. There's quite a few individuals that are providing here on this T-side line, now transitioning over to the CT half, where you have the deadly 3-0. You know, you can make 2 mistakes before you make a concession. EMIGRANTOS can't afford to make any at all. 1 out of 3 required for Prestige to take away the Los EMIGRANTOS map pick.
Yeah, well, quite interesting. No AWP coming out of Los EMIGRANTOS. Something to note. Folk, of course, keeping his towards the A site. Looks like he's posted towards long right now, looking for any sort of aggression coming out of Los EMIGRANTOS. But taking their time, taking map control. Dimitri, once again. Was that a catch on a jump spot?
I think he was actually on the boost there towards the secondary wood wall.
Oh,
Either way, the first kill has gone the way of Dimitri. 26 kills alongside Oscar the same. They're going to start thinking that towards short footsteps are heard. And so to draw a few away from the monster angle, which is where Mihal looks to try and strike back. Folks got 2 AWP picks out towards mid of the bathrooms in the meantime. I don't know what happened there, but either way, Los EMIGRANTOS, few provide support because they're all falling to pieces. Tornek's getting Fetis out towards the other side of the map as well. Mihal's alone. It's a 1-on-4, and he's lined up 2. Hold the phone. No. Folk shuts it down. 16-12. That is game for the Danes.
And you got to think, it seemed quite dominant at the start. They lost their footing slightly. They allowed 6 rounds out of Los EMIGRANTOS on the T side. And you really thought maybe Los EMIGRANTOS had some steam, and they really did. Coming into that CT side, they went on that momentum, but in the end, I think it was just the consistency out of the Danes that really just pushed them over the line there.
Well, look, it was a tough little affair at the same time. Los EMIGRANTOS gave them a hell of a task, and I thought for a bit they were going to take that opening map, but they didn't. And that as well, I should remind everybody, was the map pick of Los EMIGRANTOS. They wanted to play overpass, so now you suddenly start to get very concerned, because now we're talking about results on your opponent's map pick, and you are asking a lot for them to try and turn over a 2-1 return. This could be a 2-0 for the Danish side, who will be playing out on, which map is
Train,
it?
I believe?
It's Train.
Train?
Correct. See, you've got better memory than I have. I had to verify the VO process. Yes,
yeah.
Train picked in by the Danes, and we saw them on the mainstream as well, dismantling glitch tech rather easily. So,
yeah, we did watch that. It was a bit of a bloodbath, to be honest. The Danes showing their prowess in that map, and then of course final map, Nuke.
I ain't got a lot of hopes, let's be honest here. But look, they still have some excellence there. Oscar's still performed. We still had Dimitri showing up, and sorry, I'm distracted by Joe Hendry's theme song. I'm just like, sorry. I'm a big wrestling nerd, so I actually like a little bit caught off by this.
It's B stream. They call it the backup stream for a reason.
We are the B stream bitches.
Yeah.
We're gonna head to a break, and when we come back, it will be Train in about 10 minutes time. So don't go anywhere. We'll see whether Los EMIGRANTOS can turn the situation around on Train.
Never need much, got myself and my sanity. Got my passions, my talents, my friends and my family. Yeah, we done with the suffer, the pain and the agony. Manifest in this light and I bathe in the clarity. Yeah, the money will follow. One track mind, I be running in mono. Lost track time, I be running in sorrow. Off that line, sprint, nothing is borrow. Always ask and receive. give and get back, watch and pass it to me. Speed past all of the hardest to see. Seen dark, still got my darkest to see. Never living in the sunlight, ever winning when the sun bright. Never slipping, always done right. Make a killing in this fun life. So don't look down, forever on job. Won't look round, forever on top. Hold this crown, never look back, man, I'm way too proud. Never look back, man, I'm way too wise. Stay in my lane with these same two eyes. In my own league with the same few guys. Man, I say less and we don't say lies. I wanna hear what my fate knows. I never see where my day goes. Feeling all tight like a cane, bro. Tryna make it rain on a payroll. Melancholy feels with this pain, bro. Try live in the present and stay low. Shooting for gold at the rainbow. Moving too cold in this same world. Man, I'm way too wise. Same two eyes. Same few guys. Don't say lies.
I rise and I wake and I gotta go get it. I'm making my bed and it's straight to the digits. No cover jokers, this is acidic. So I take a shot with the lemon and ginger. Look in the mirror like, yeah, I'm that. Look in the mirror like, I'm fitted. Looking outside like the world is all mine. Look in the mirror like, go get it. I gotta get to the scenes. I gotta get to the bag now. I can't be chasing on these. They getting they feeling and dragged down. That's why they just crash out. Stuck in the cell and it's man down. Life getting gone in a flash now. Fitting in, I'ma stand out. I done seen these crash out. They some baby boys, I'm the man now. They was questioning, make them fans now. I'm the best in my league and that's hands down. Understand now, got plans now, got big dreams. Now that, got big schemes since 16s, hot 16s. I started broke, then I fixed things. I been king, I been him. My bad, my whip clean. I been hot, that's benzene. You been not, that's cold stream. That's cold things, that's cold things. I'm motivated like Kobe. These don't know me, it's my time, check I rise and I wake and I gotta go get it. I'm making my bed and it's straight to the digits. No cover jokers, this is acidic. So I take a shot with the lemon and ginger. Look in the mirror like, yeah, I'm that. Look in the mirror like, damn it, I'm fitted. Looking outside like the world is all mine. Look in the mirror like, go get it. I gotta get to the scene, I gotta get to the bag now. I can't be chasing on these. They getting they feeling and dragged down. That's why they just crash out. Stuck in the cell and it's man down. Life getting gone in a flash now. Fitting in, I'ma stand out.
때만은 Please tell me now I'm feeling low so let me know I'm in it baby ain't never fading out I'm falling apart I can't begin searching to saturate feet 어디서 drowning me baby can't you see this Say you see more than you need we're lost enough don't you care yeah With all these fake things we share just erase there's just no one else yeah no one else but yourself yeah I just wanna have somebody find me one day 주위 말들이 날 어지럽게 Let's not do another love song baby Can we find a love oh. Digital love is all just want to know Leave it all or taking over Digital love I'm trying to take control Leave it all can't take it no more Love's not one no more Love's not one no more Just focus on me, babe. 말했잖아 내가 우리들의 이야기지 않아 망설이지 마. You know what to do and you know what to say. 누가 뭐래도 I always be with you, babe. 지금처럼만 우리 서로를 들여다볼까? 미뤄가던 너의 맘속에 갇혀버렸나? I just have something I want you to know 주위 말들이 날 어지럽게 해도 Let's do another love song baby We can find a love oh. Digital love is all just want to know Leave it all or taking over Digital love I'm trying to take control Leave it all can't take it no more Love's not one no more Love's not one no more
Baby, I see you hanging with your friends, chilling day and night for days on end. Now you can't come see me tonight. Say you ain't got the time. I'm the last one you prioritize. Keeping your IG pictures on my phone. I won't spend another night at home. Okay, I'ma just be on my way. You see, I'm not the one you take for granted, babe. I know that life can be busy, love, but you make time for the ones you love. It's only right, it's what I deserve. Love, tell me what you've done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Did your mind go on vacation, leaving your affection for me at home? Tell me what you've done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Where's your heart and your attention? Where's the kind of love that I used to know? Baby, so can you take me on a date? The simple things you do to make me stay. Now it's like you don't even try. I used to wonder why, but now I'm left with no more tears to cry. I know that life can be busy, love, but you make time for the ones you love. It's only right, it's what I deserve. Love, tell me what you've done for me, done for me, done for me, done for me lately. Did your mind go on vacation, leaving your
How many times, how many fears, how many rhymes, how many things that we had to go through. Now we're standing here just aligned. Everything works out here in the end. Everything falls into place in time. Live for the mix and blend, no 8s or 9s and everything's 10. Light work never been hard, easy, yeah, you know we got scars. Following signs of following stars, following feeling, following hearts. You can do it when you want to, yeah, no rush. Life is amazing, life is enough. You know where you stand when you know your stuff. You know how it goes when you know your... Do it like the rest, do it different, put it to the test. Just live this stuff, I don't flex. Don't need to say you're the best. I was born to do this, maybe yes. Find your thing and do your best. Say more to me, don't say less. Lay it out, yeah, be my guest. Cause I know how it gets. Let's meet up, make a plan. I'm glad that you understand. And we're sharing things in the way we can. I say to myself all the time, life is mad, do it properly, Jan. Be there for everyone, all you can. It's real, you know that you got me, man.
Finally get paid for the get down. You can't tell me now about time. Do you know how many lines I done put down? Vibes I done sent out, but we ain't here to dig. I'll up the market till they come red carpet the kids. Success still the target, soon I'll be crossing that bridge. But can't bring everybody with me, family only. I got some people think I owe a favor, barely know me. That's why my focus on the road, it's all I know. I see them sticking close to play the wall and watch my growth. Cause I got something they never had. So get on the beat and I need a helipad. I float, I'm fly, you know where I'm from, so it comes as no surprise. I just out with a mean vernacular, dream spectacular. I keep a queen and passenger, FL capital Y. Anywhere I am, jam, that's for sure. Turn me on, better set the mood from the door. That's just how it goes.
Glad I've been keeping it playing so long. Out here in this world, I feel it ain't a place that I could roam. But ain't nothing like you when I'm at home. It ain't nothing like you when I'm at home.
That's why I came out stepping. I can't be doing things regular for you. I want the magic to last. I know how time try and ruin things. It get repetitive, got you tempted to doing things. I can't get reckless without you, wouldn't be no music thing. Plus, remember, we made promises way back then, and I still owe that 5-bed house with 2-3 kids. We got a fairy tale plan that's gonna change up the order they sort the mail in. Plus, I know loyalty not as valued as what it was. We not influenced by what they do, cause it's only us. I still hear poetry when I'm looking into them eyes. I still get lost in the thought of you with so much to find. And yeah, you know you fine, but still I must remind that we can live this forever and feel this forever and never and never. And still that won't leave me enough for time to tell you all the ways I feel. Why would I throw that away for thrills? Trying to play the field.
Glad I've been keeping it playing so long. Out here in this world, I feel it ain't a place that I could roam. But ain't nothing like you when I'm at home. It ain't nothing like you when I'm at home.
When you feel like it's over and nothing else matters, I know you feel so divided. Pick yourself up again and you better start walk, girl. Open up, just let me hear you talk, girl. You have come to.
And welcome back to EPIC46 with Intel CS2's B stream, powered by Asus ROG and brought to you in part by Overclockers, XP Pro Eyewear, and UK CS Hub. We're into our second map up between our best of 3 series between Prestige and Los Emigrantos. Emigrantos unable to get their map pick of Overpass. They go into Train on the back foot, where the Prestige side are looking to try and make it a very quick and clean 2-0. Let's jump into the thick of it. Quick scoreline predictions though, because we're having a bit of interesting conversation during the break. I think it's going to go 13-7 to the Prestige side, because they look really good on the mainstream early today.
I'm going something similar. I think the only reason this may not be a 13-2 is because they're starting on T side. Prestige has just shown how good they are, and especially this being their map. Coming out with some early aggression onto the B side. Dimitri's looking for two. Oh.
It's not enough though, you're right. Dimitri engaging early on into this round and starting off with a tidy double, which is kind of encouraging because I want to see him do well. We saw how good he was with that AWP on Overpass. And Train is the map that can favour the AWP. So if he's starting off on the right foot, if he's getting going early with the pistol wins and the big rounds, so to speak, from him, then I think that that's sort of like a step in the right direction to continue to enable him to perform. I know that, so we were talking to Phoenix a moment ago during the break, and he was saying that Adam JC, a bit of a UK CS.
Everybody would know. Everyone knows Adam JC.
He was bigging up Dimitri big time, right? And he hasn't been getting the recognition perhaps that he probably deserved. And I think that second half is a perfect example of that. Unfortunately, the overtime is a perfect example as to how maybe he hasn't been getting that recognition. One of the reasons why he's been getting that recognition, because he's not always consistent. So let's see whether he can stabilise some consistency here. Now, Pro Stable is struggling to caught off Dimitri, for example, and Fet is to maintain control with there from Mars and SMG. One more kill came out of Few, but that's nothing to be concerned about. 2-0 start for Los Emigrantos Prestige on the rifle bar.
Yeah, I think this is very sort of typical Train. It starts off incredibly CT-sided, but when they get these AKs and when they start going for those fast A-pops, I think that's really where Los Emigrantos might start to struggle, because we've seen the aim coming out of Prestige. But never forget, when Dimitri does get that AWP on Train, although ever since the rework, there's a lot more areas that you can hide if you're a T. There's a lot of areas that you can sort of exploit, get past the AWPer's line. So we'll see. After that AWP comes out, we'll see what sort of area Dimitri's running off, and if he's still on the fumes of previously in the last map, where he showed exactly what he was up to.
Good start on their defense for Dimitri. B-site is the real target though. Fet is seeing no flashbangs. I'm surprised he didn't get any of those kills. Few supporting Falk on 13 points of health. Bomb plant secured very quickly here on B. Advantage established to a 4 versus 4. Deep and Smokes coming in to try and block off the CT entryways. I'll look at Few's engagements as well. Oscar suspects it. Mihal right in the corner, caught back. Oscar's seen as well. Frostev caught Dimitri in the meantime. More centralized towards that B-bomb site. 4 versus 2. Prestige in the driver's seat now. Should be having their first round. Oscar still trying to fight back against them, which is caught by Few. Quick swings out of the AK. Example, it's going to be made an example of. An example of a saviour who's saving his weapon.
Well, we will see. They seem to be looking for him, but it looks like they've just stagnated. Wanting to build that economy early on the T side of Prestige. And yeah. That's what I'm talking about, though. I'm talking about that sharp aim and that sort of aggression. The play was very bold. I'll be honest. Fetis, he's gone down without any there. That's quite an unfortunate performance, holding down the B site. The B anchor on this map, of course, it's very isolated for a defender because of how retakeable it is for the CTs. You really do want to be getting 1 or 2 there, especially if they're facing a smoke that you're looking at without any flashbangs. So a bit of an unfortunate round out of Los Emigrantos, and is this where we start to see the cracks develop? Is this where Prestige start to make a run of it? We'll have to wait and see how this develops. It looks like they're playing it very slow this round, though, waiting for any sort of aggression out of this weaker buy. Shotguns on Train. I've been a bit impartial to it. I think that Mags are in this sort of close range position. Personally, I play XM behind E-Box, and you got to say it's a broken position on this map.
I have seen XM behind E-Box work rather well. Here in Pop Dog, it's not a terrible position in theory. I haven't seen it playing all that often. And not at least since the new map's been introduced with this new Pop Dog variant, more specifically. They no need to strike back for the likes of Dimitri, or maybe there'll be a need for it soon, but no chance to do so. Mihao has gone down first up towards Ivy. Engagement there found by Folk. Backs away, now looks in to join the T side, forces they move the unit out from T-Con into the A side defense. No utility today, they send Oscar to get the kills in, he only gets one of them out. Musi and Few to reduce the defender lined up here was the A-bomb site. Fetis and get involved there. The XM, however, doesn't really do much with it, and Fetis cannot get the kill against the bomb carrier. 2-0. To go 2-all, I should say. I'm sorry, I'm very distracted by all the pub quizzes.
Yeah.
They had another wrestling theme song a moment ago, and now they've got, you know, Free From Desire.
Free From Desire.
They're going on with all the classic, well, not all the classic bangers, but all the ones that make me turn my head and go, ooh, I want to sing this. I can't do that though because I'm commentating Counter-Strike match.
If anybody does want to sing along at home.
I guess you could apply this towards the Los EMIGRANTOS. So if your defense is terrified, Prestige on fire.
Oh, Prestige on fire. Your defense is going to be terrified.
Quick out of that 10, makes it terrified. Ready example. Oscar, those 5 seconds to come play with Pro Stave, not able to do so all the way to Oscar, trying to hold on. Torrent turns it back. USP not good enough for Fetis. Neither it is for Mihao. Either 3-2 Prestige are now in the lead.
Yeah, very somewhat shaky to begin with. As we're talking about the defense, it's being slightly on fire there with the pistols, but yeah, it does look like Prestige has managed to trade effectively, contain the pistols, despite them walking into a full stack, and of course the subpar weaponry out of Los EMIGRANTOS has sold them a little bit, but the AWP coming out from Folk, I'm looking forward to see where he places this. It looks like he's going towards a bit of an Ivy play. Essentially seeing if he can catch off any over-peaking CTs, trying to hold that position, and it looks like he's taken the whole team with him.
Fox catches the first effect down. Again, the AWP to finally getting out towards Ivy. Example struggling back at Source House. Good return to the situation, but Froslave continues to try and maintain the advantage. Will be able to do so by above Prestige. Oscar chimes in. 2v2 now with HP over the likes of Froslave. Fuse got to get a kill out of this one. And in from Zed can do so. But thinks are good. Oscar's turned it down to a clutch that's winnable for the man. Bomb dropped as well. Left back all the way at spawn. Fury's hit the headshot. Looking the wrong way. Oscar will clutch the round. Los EMIGRANTOS keep it at 3 apiece.
Yeah, very scrappy round, but you would have thought Folk kicking it off with the entry there with the AWP, they could be able to abuse that passage in toward B, but it seemed like they really wanted to sort of wrap A there, you know, find that CT side defense, but just couldn't really get them out there. And Oscar, perfect positioning, perfect play in the 1v1, knows that he's going to have an exposed T against him, going for the plant with such little time left, and manages to take that one down. But the economy still not looking great after that win for the CT side.
Prestige, they're going to try and change that. They're going to try a new circle. They've got to stay up there for the side. I mean, one player stayed alive, of course, with Oscar in the previous round. And he's playing forward here. Point of contact for the CT defensive line as he extends in towards Teakin all the way. Early Utility did catch him and Dimitri tagged up. Emphasis towards the A-bomb site will start to scatter. Now Mihao and Fetis on the B defensive, which the teams are leaning in towards themselves. That bomb's still back over at Pop Dog, though there are options where Folk wants to go, where Prestige wants to try and end. Trying to utilise this this default to get a clear and obvious advantage that they can springboard into an execution. If not, it seems like it's going to be a Brown Hall's end, because now they've got 4 players out there and nothing's protecting Los EMIGRANTOS. Smoke first left with the engagement against the Vector. Smoke, Few, strikes out of Pop Dog. Pass on site. Oscar provides his defensive example. Unable to hit the shots, but actually right there. Oscar, with backs being turned towards him, can turn on Measy, but Folk can deal with him, counteracting from the front of the bomb train, of the red train rather. Mihao, 1v3. Good isolation on Frozen. Knows he's around that corner, knows that he's susceptible to death. Bomb plant will come in safer in the meantime with the rest of Prestige. So 1v3, which he's got that first kill with. The HE's rather good as well. The Incendiary will send them out. Oh, no, it bounces. He still gets the headshot on Few. And Folk now knows that he's got position. AK's rushing up, seen to the right-hand side.
No kit.
Take damage done towards the T side, but right about the kit as well. Now look at Folk hold for, doesn't need to hold for long. Headshot found, and will seem like a pixel angle right there. And Prestige will have the lead again.
A very good effort. A very good effort. You got to think if that could have been different if Folk didn't go for the near toward the molly there, but unfortunately not quite going their way. But these rounds have been so incredibly close. Obviously, Los EMIGRANTOS being a map down, really looking to take this one to really help their chances in the upper bracket. It'd be an absolutely massive scalp to take away. Obviously, Prestige losing this wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for either teams, actually. They'd only go down to the lower bracket, but fast round here out of Prestige.
One decent shot back, trying to get this one. No accuracy isn't there, no information, no exact positioning. Upgrade pistols, otherwise an eco round here for Los EMIGRANTOS. They haven't got the cash to fully force into this one. Oscar still puts that 5-7 to a better takedown. Tornex and Meezy's low and has made the example. By example, Folk will get range game against Fetis. Exactly, Oscar. Still strike back with that AK in heaven. Excellent stuff from him. And Prestige heard there across the landhole a moment ago, so it seems like they're getting into this one. 5-3 on the board as they hold their lead, but they still have to face the rifles of Los EMIGRANTOS. I mean, look, at this stage of your Prestige, though, thinking about your own map pick, thinking about the CT side, we saw a lot of their CT side during their matching against Glitchtech during the A stream, and it was very proficient. So already you're looking at this kind of scoreline, and you're probably laughing. You're probably thinking that
you'd be more than happy with this. You'd be taking this. Even if they were to lose the next 4 rounds, they'd be more than happy with this at the half. Of course, quite disappointed they would have lost 4 in a row, and I fully expect them to keep this momentum going. They seem to have figured out this T side against Los EMIGRANTOS. It's exactly what we saw in Overpass, but clearly they've done it a lot quicker compared to Overpass.
Quickly forwards. Again, damage being done to Dimitri, but one more dished out to Tornex, and I believe that was a fight in a T-con from the CT players that more centralized to the bomb site. Attention drawn towards Dimitri. He's going to draw some backup with him, and he's lost these fights. He's lost this particular fight rather so many times over the course of these defaults. Prestige has been exploiting him rather well. Can he get that frag potential back? He leans forward, spots one, lands Folk, gets right out of the way. M4 shot missed by Dimitri, and up on throws there. 2 to gain, and he'll gain them both. Tornex is still taken up low, and he's the last man standing. Its few is found. 1 versus 3. It's strike back on Oscar, but 2 more to gain out of it as well. An example, I'm going to wait until he gets elevated angle. Finds that engagement, doesn't quite get the man. Mihao, back turn, gun barrel, presenting, shot back, doesn't hit the last. Got close, but not to be.
Yeah, I think Mihao not really knowing how long his barrel was there, that he could be seen moving into that position, and a good effort. A good effort there, but not being able to close it, and that has just shown that maybe Los EMIGRANTOS aren't quite out of this game yet.
5-4. Prestige.
This is very aggressive. Ooh.
Caught by all that utility.
Not a fan of that out of Tornex. We were saying before how sometimes he dies a little bit too isolated, nobody there for the trade. It has slightly reshifted the CT defense to allow pop push. Goodness.
This is not good. The force buy is working with the pistols and Mac 10 turning it into a 4v3, 3v3 for now, but Mihao falls back and Fetis is caught all the same. Oh, this is all going wrong. It's all coming undone for Los EMIGRANTOS. Oscar has a 1v3 clutch to maintain. He has done it before. Had that 3K.
Yeah.
Trained, but very different positioning this time about. And with no information on where Prestige are hunkered down upon, they know that there's an extension out towards Zed, know that must have been a player on site at some point. No info on Pop though. Seeing one, engages Folk and does take him down. Next 2 individuals though, set and ready to see. 3-5 from Frostev comes up with that casualty. And it's an excellent round from Prestige to follow and respond at Los EMIGRANTOS. Once again, 6 on the board. Minimum's taken. They cannot lose the half anymore. And the CTs may lose a lot more than just that minimum marker. Money's not great. They've had individual rounds. The loss bonus hasn't been built. This is starting to come down to a very significant, a significantly one-sided affair now for the Prestige side. I mean, I have very few hopes for how the T-half can work for Los EMIGRANTOS just because of how Prestige looked earlier on today. And we're not seeing that same level of fragging potential from Dimitri. He's been losing a number of opening fights. The rest of the players will perform around Oscar, who has been the man who's been trying to almost hard carry his team at the moment. Dimitri following these pistols. 3 kills for Tornex. And the round is pretty much already over.
Yeah, I mean, not much you could do with those pistols. I did notice, as the buy run was going on, Folk did pull out a P90 at one point. Whether there's a bit of disrespect, thinking better of it, of course, switching back down to the Mac 10, but whether there's a bit of...
Was that during the buy stage?
During the buy stage,
Okay,
yeah, he was thinking about P90.
I feel like that might have been a mistake more than anything else.
I don't know. The last thing you want to see is some disrespect starting to happen against Los
If he
EMIGRANTOS.
refunded it though, it feels like it was more of a mistake.
Yeah, not a thought process.
Yeah, if he bought it out and then he stopped to a Mac 10, then okay, fair play. But no, he refunded it, so that makes a lot more sense to me.
Okay,
no trolls.
No trolls yet, but still,
Touch wood.
a lot more rounds to happen in this game. And Los EMIGRANTOS looking for that last fifth. Not the most ideal CT side on train, but they've got the rifles to do it. Not a great deal of utility compared to the absolute stacks that Prestige have at the moment. But look, a very aggressive play out of Fetus. They've not done this all half. Clearly thinking now is the best time to capitalise on it.
If he gets first, he gets the bomb. Oh, turned away at the wrong moment. Fetis, perfect shot, perfect kill. That man puts pressure on towards Tornex. Mihal gets a kill elsewhere. Few can trade him. Fetis backs away with Oscar in tow. Few just making some noise out here, and they know that that bomb cannot be committing towards the B bomb site. So they won't go ahead and hard rotate. They'll just continue to hold their angles here at Pop Dog into the back lines. The bomb will get picked up and sent away by Tornex. Need to win this fight on Dimitri. He's changed back from Ivy now into Pop Dog. Checked it, caught back by Examples extension instead, up from the ramp. And now we're down to 2 men for Prestige. So Los EMIGRANTOS have actually seemed to be caught off guard. The fifth seems to come their way. CT side basis. A little bit more behind it. As you do say, it'll be a decent end. Not the best end though. They can still have the advantage on the Prestige side. It's not by the 8-4 margin. 40 seconds on the clock. Prestige is still going to have to try and gun their way through some sort of execution. It's just a case of Oscar's caught nicely by Tornex, secondary player, back towards A3 when he gets checked. No, Fetis gets Tornex instead, and Izzy is cut down by Dimitri. 5-7, still favourable to Prestige on the T side at the turn of the half.
Yeah, not terrible. Not as much as I'd like to see out of Dimitri on that half. 7 for 11, not as dominant as we saw on that overpass game, but then again, when you've got players like Oscar, who needs such a performance? I mean, 13 for 10, he's really putting a lot of pressure on Prestige here. And I'm excited to see what sort of pistol Los EMIGRANTOS have going into this round. Looks like there's going to be a bit of utility behind it out of Fetis, smoking a double flash, everyone else on Kevlar. Where's he deployed that smoke grenade? Looks like he's going towards Sandwich. Yep. But look at this.
Back to Falk and Measy going blow for blow with Los EMIGRANTOS side, and actually Dimitri ends up with the 2 kills. So going from the other side of this Ivy position where he's losing a lot of different fights, now to actually starting to find success there. 3-on-3 thanks to his efforts and his efforts alone. Oscar's now outside the red train. Trunex has not been seen just yet. Julius will hold around the corner. Opponents will start to make their way in, probably get a bomb plant out of this retake. Looking like it's pretty poised up for Prestige. Oh, Oscar caught looking the wrong way. Chance for the second set of Julius to close in the pincers against him as well. Just distraction for Tornex. Few leaning up, and Oscar is going to go down. Players are trying to deal with now. Fetis next to task. He's domed in. Tornex will get Dimitri from range as well. Prestige have locked in 8. Pistol win for the CT side.
Yeah, and a dominant one at that. And is this where it starts to escape? Los EMIGRANTOS. Is this where the snowball starts to build? And it all goes towards a head-on collision. I'm interested to see whether they go for the force here. Los EMIGRANTOS probably thinking about it. I'm sure they're going to have a good call, and it does look that way. Galil, triple Mac 10, double Galil with 3 Mac 10s. More than enough utility to get maybe a bit more of a fast play out. Fetis with that instant sandwich smoke again.
Yeah, they are gunning for a round still here. They're going to need it. Dimitri in first. Oscar backed up. Good kill. Double up from Few as they rush their way into ramp and get decimated. That's both the rifles gone in an instant. Mac 10s only for the execution. You probably count Prestige out. Oh, sorry, Los EMIGRANTOS out at this stage. No damage done at all in that exchange. That's how quickly they were shut down.
Yeah, you've got to think sending the Galils in first, running and gunning. Is that the best sort of play? I know they're the heaviest hitting weapons. Fetis obviously looking to recover one of those.
I mean, if they got the entries, then fair, but they didn't, so...
Yeah, a few absolutely put them in their place there, said not on my site. It's quite a nice angle out of Tornex.
I think they've learned to... Measy, I think, yeah, Measy's taking the backstab right here, so their time is running out. Doesn't matter, they're pushing into the bomb site, and they are mowed down by all players, all 5 alive for Prestige. And this is what I was talking about when I said I was concerned for how this train could go down because of what happened against Glitch Tech. Rounds like that were dime a dozen on Prestige's CT side. And, well, that was against the first force buy. The next big concern is what happens when we get to the true rifle guns.
Yep.
And it was so unbelievably perfect. Only one player took damage towards the tail end of that round. After the first 2 kills came in, everyone was unscathed on Prestige. Few took nothing in return. Nothing like EMIGRANTOS. This is where they start to realise that this series is a bit too far out of their depth. Example, an Oscar tagged up early, Oscar going down. Dimitri unable to find a decent strike back. Example is going to get Molotov away from position. So no real angle of workability right now for the Los EMIGRANTOS side. They'll try. Any picks will do at this stage, but none are coming their way.
Yeah, it seems like, look how spread out they are. All of them are just sort of looking for these Deagle or Tech 9 kills. Dimitri, I'm not sure how much he's going to get here from Heaven with a Tech 9, but it looks like they're grouping towards main with Deagles.
See what these Deagles can get out of the shots. Okay, that's one for Mihal. Tornex for Incendiaries backed up, or backing him up. Example, leaning forward was Olaf for throw slam, sees him, back turned and all, look back towards Pop Dog. See the next individual, get that kill together. Born the reload might give Fetis a decent kill back, but he runs right into Measy, who saves his teammate. Froslave kept alive as a result of that, and Dimitri 1v4 claim. Claims none of it. 10-5 now for Prestige. Rifle buy for Los EMIGRANTOS, and this is their last chance. They need to win this round, else it will be a 2-0 for Prestige. They'll make their way into the upper bracket semis. Los EMIGRANTOS will be fighting for their tournament lives for tomorrow.
Yeah, the last thing you want to be is stuck in that lower bracket this early on, especially when you've had such a great group stage. I think you said 6-1 out of Los EMIGRANTOS. Obviously Prestige going at 7-0. They really want to get this early game onto their belt. It will really set the pace for the rest of this tournament. But Prestige putting up an absolute fight at the moment, making sure they work every round for it. But a bit of aggression here. Double nade hitting the teammates, not ready for that. Mihal goes down. It looks like Dimitri's here to respond.
Round that corner, Tornex, seen him beyond that smoke. Dimitri also caught vision on it as well. They're going to back away entirely though. Dimitri cannot really get any more trades back out of that one. He'll smoke off the entryway to make sure that he can't make his way forward. But Oscar goes forward in towards Pop Dog with Fetis on the crossfire. That's a massive 2K between those two players. And Measy now, he's seen one. Can he catch the bomb carrier? Yes, he can. Fetis down. Look back to Olaf, where Dimitri will drop the same. Example, and Oscar 2v3. Oscar sneaking into the back lines. Means he's going to get caught back as Source Hell. Now look towards A3 where, Fog's going to get caught off guard the same. Oscar continuing to provide as much impact as possible. Continuing to try and provide a lifeline for Los EMIGRANTOS and a round that they need to win. Bombs dropped in the open though. Few will be aware of it, but he doesn't hold the entire cross. Example can grab that bomb and should be able to plant it as well. Down at default, will Few lean forward. It's a bait for the first tap, and he still gets the kill for it. Example down. It's all on Oscar now. Headshot required out of the AK. The M4 leans close. Around the old ticket booth. Trying to check that right-hand side. Oscar puts it down. No tap. Direct stick. Few leans forward. Checks around the bomb train. Might be perfect timing as well. Oscar backs away, sees his man, but he loses the fight. The spray is better for Few, who keeps the hype train running and soaring through the lead of Prestige. 11-5, with 2 more to go to the W, to the 2-0 W, and that spot in the UB semis.
I know we saw Mizzy and Fork topping the table last game, but look at Few, 20-8. The amount of impact he's had on this train has really contributed to Prestige getting that magical 11 for 5 rounds. You've got to count. You can't count Los Returners out. Los EMIGRANTOS out though. But a long and tall hill to climb here. Ooh.
6 rounds to the good. They're quickly looking up. Fuse just cut them down. That was a single spray that catches both of those 2-star individuals, Oscar and Dimitri, down. Mihal caught by the AWP in from Ivy. Fetis needs to get this trade. Doesn't do it. Falk removes him from play, and I think that locks in what we were starting to suspect. Prestige are just too good on this train. It's a map to be feared for the Danes. And Los EMIGRANTOS are finding that out a hard way. 7 map and match points for Prestige.
Yeah, that's got to be it. That 5 alive, no players taken out on your full buy round, and now you're coming into a 3,400 each.
Not much else you can add at this stage. Unfortunately, this has been a bit of an outclassing, as was kind of expected, because look, it was their map pick. Although credit to Prestige, I gave them Los EMIGRANTOS 7 rounds. I thought they were going to get at least a bit of flooding going, but at the moment that's not ended up being the case. Tornex does combine with Frozen on the HGs to get that first kill on Dimitri. Oscar charges in towards Few, on for a double, but only gets 1. Oscar baiting up Fetis to get that kill together. Still a man advantage for the Prestige side here. Bomb plant will look to get secured. Mihal tries to get up close and pass onto the Molotov here. Prestige is setting up for the retake. Might take first, for example, 2 around the corner, 2 to line up, none to go down. Tornex takes it, Mihal returns fire, throws their onto the return. It's all Oscar now. Top fragger for his team in this map. Shadow seen, and Falk lands him in the shoulder. That is more than enough. 13-5. What a showing from Prestige. Might have struggled over on that overpass, but on home territory, they are a squad to be feared. And if you are a team looking to try and take on this Danish squad in the near future, I'd say maybe just avoid train if you can, because that's twice over they've destroyed teams on it, and Los EMIGRANTOS were probably a team that I didn't expect to be quite as destroyed in this one.
Yeah, I think Los EMIGRANTOS, after losing that overpass, we talked about it, it's going to be difficult. We've seen how dominant Prestige have been, and they're not letting up anytime soon. That 7-0 group stage record really showing where it came from this game. Los EMIGRANTOS, though, really putting up a good showing on overpass. I've got to say, it went out 12-10. I was feeling confident. I really thought it was going to be the great 3-mapper. We'd go all the way to Nuke, but alas, not quite the showing I think they thought. I mean, especially when we got to overtime on overpass in the first round, it was just, they lost a lot of steam. And I think that loss of steam coming into end of overpass, I think that's really just carried on over. Yeah,
pretty much. I mean, look, it was it was a very good affair from Prestige. You know, like that train was wonderfully played from them. Los EMIGRANTOS clearly have something about them, though. Oscar still a great player. Respect to that coming into this tournament, and he's proven that so far. Pleasantly surprised at what Dimitri was able to do on that overpass. I think the one thing, however, is that it needs to be more consistent. You know, like you had a great showing in one half of a whole best of 3, and if you can have a showing like that across the entire best of 3, then you are destined for bigger things than UKCS as far as I'm concerned. The confidence in which you played that AWP, there are very few players that I think can do that. So some work needing to be done, but I'm very encouraged by what we've seen from Los EMIGRANTOS in this matchup. I look forward to seeing what they're going to be doing in the lower bracket, because they will still be fighting throughout the course of that lower bracket from tomorrow onwards. But look, it's a positive side for Prestige. They move into the semi-finals, and actually I can find out who they're playing up against. The tag is PHNT, which is Phantom Esports. Denmark will take on Poland in tomorrow's proceedings in that semi-final. Both teams that are gunning for more international proceedings and more opportunities on the worldwide stage, and that I think is going to be an interesting one from all their perspectives. The other semi-final matchup is yet to be decided here. 8 Sins and Nemesis are still going at it on the A stream, and as well as that, Minlate versus TLR. That's playing off stream. Let's see if that one's got a result. Oh no, it's been reported as a 2-0, so actually Minlate maybe looking to take on the victors of this 8 Sins matchup. So Let's see if that one also has an updated scoreline. Sorry, we're checking all this on the public platform. We have no special tools back here. No, it looks like that one is still ongoing, potentially in map 2.
That'll be on the A stream as well, sitting behind us. Yep.
So twitch.tv/EpicLand1. We're done here on Channel B, so we'll have to come back for you tomorrow morning, or you continue with all the action here at EPIC46. But look, there's lots more going on, so make sure you're keeping up to date with the tournament platform and up to date with everything that's happening on social medias. Yeah, that's basically been it. Bob, any final words from you?
I'm excited to see what else Prestige can do.
So am I. So that's going to be it from us here on B Stream. Again, A Stream action is still ongoing, so tune into that at twitch.tv/EpicLandLon. But here from EPIC46 with Intel and the CS2 tournament powered by Asus ROG and brought to you in part by Overclockers, XP Pro Eyewear and UKCS Hub. Thanks so much for watching and for listening. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning as we continue with the playoffs of the tournament.